What's going on, guys and gals? Today I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I have done. Here, I mean, anything on this channel is different. I just want to give you a glimpse into kind of what I'm doing on the side, as as far as my hobbies and what I like to do. And so today I'm going to give you a tour of a little boat that I've, I guess you could say, transformed into a little mini bass boat, crappie boat. Just has a little bit more creature comforts about it. So without further ado, it's a low, I think it's a L1648 M2. You can tell me what all those letters mean. I know what the 16 and 48 means, but anyway, so that's what it is. I am going to say, whenever I started out with this boat, it didn't have the two top decks on it. So, and then as you'll see, whenever I flip this camera around, I'll show you what it's got, what I've done. This build took me probably about, I don't know, a month to do in all total. I guess it was a couple nights here and there and all that good stuff. So more than a couple nights, but anyway, me and a buddy knocked it out and got all the stuff installed, and I've really enjoyed using it so far. We just now got the back deck on it, and that's why I'm giving you a tour of it at this point, because I just now got it to where I wanted it. So it's really nice for what I'm wanting to do. I just crappie fish and bass fish on the side. So just a weekend warrior. That's really all I've got it for, and didn't want to put a ton of money into, of course, a big fiberglass boat or even a nicer aluminum boat. I want an aluminum boat, and probably one day I will upgrade, but just now got this to where I like it. So without further ado, here it is, guys. All right, guys, starting up here in the front, this boat does get fished and it is dirty. I mean, that's what I built it for. So it's not a glorified boat by no means, and that's not what I wanted. So initially, whenever I got the boat, of course, it had a trolling motor. It had the engine. I bought this boat used, by the way. And then it had none of the decks that you see in it besides the center one down there, which I'll explain why there's a plug down there in a minute. But anyway, starting up here at the front, I've got rod holders set up here. This was already on the boat. I'm wanting to get individual ones for doing a little bit more spider rigging this spring. And so these are just pretty flimsy. They're made with just all thread. And then it's got the previous owner just screwed those into the aluminum. So put a little 5-inch hook up here. It's just got it says GPS, but it's really not GPS. Let's all be honest. It just tracks, it's like a breadcrumb trail type deal. But anyway, it does good. It's got down scan, and then it's got, of course, your regular sonar, and so it does what it's supposed to. I mainly just monitor speed, and I use the graph in the back, which I'll explain to you in a little bit. It's a 45-pound, I think it's like a 48-inch shaft, Minn Kota edge. It does all right for this little boat. Like I said, whenever you get in strong wind and everything, it's able to keep up. You just got to bump it up a speed. So I didn't recess the foot pedal just because I don't plan on keeping this trolling motor for forever. And I'll go ahead and be honest with you, sorry about the wind if you all can hear that. So hopefully you can hear me. But anyway, I did put compartments in the front, and you can see right here they come open, and I've just got some of my tackle and stuff. It does have an aluminum frame underneath of it with some wood pieces in it, and then of course support right in the center for your pedestal, and then there's supports all down the sides here. So I did seal the doors with polyurethane. I didn't use oil-based paint. I don't know, that seems to be the thing. I put a piano hinge in here, and it's nice and flush, so you're not seeing a bunch of that. It makes it look like a more polished look. This right here is, of course, the live well, and the guy before me put an aerator in there, and it does work. The switch is in the back. He JB welded it to it, and I got to figure out a better situation for that. But anyway, you pull the plug, it fills up, all that good stuff. Pretty rudimentary, really. But anyway, that hatch over there has just got a battery in it, and then I keep my fire extinguisher over there as well, and the batteries for the trolling motor, and then the front graph. So moving back, there is a platform. The plug right here in the center was from the previous owner. Had a deck like down and below, and then up in front of this middle seat he had one down in the bottom here, and you actually sat down, which it was fine if you know, you don't want to flip or do a lot of casting, I guess you could say, or flipping out of the boat. But I like being up on top of the boat and being able to cast and flip and all that good stuff without, you know, really being, I mean, it's still a good 6-8 inches. I mean, you can see my hand, so down in the boat. So it's not like you're sitting up on top like a lot of people do, put the deck up on top. So anyway, moving on back. This is on, this is a Lowrance Hook 9. I got this unit really cheap, actually. It was in the bargain cave at Cabela's, like, I think it was like $524, just a little bit over $700, I think. It's a split shot or a triple shot. So in other words, it's got the GPS, and anyway, it does show contours and all that good stuff, as opposed to the little one up front doesn't show that. But anyway, it's got down scan, side scan, traditional, you know, 2D sonar as well. So it does a good job. It's mounted on a TH Marine Kong mount, and you can actually unscrew it right here, and then this actually lifts up, and you can take the unit off, unplug it from the back. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not really a big fan of that mount. I had to make this little piece right here, like a little side console thing. I didn't want a big console up in front of me, and I used to have it mounted on a board that I just run from this little stretcher back to the one that's behind here, and I had it like kind of like jutting out and then looking back towards me, and I like that because it was clean. But however, whenever you got on the lake, it was like that. And so we tried this mount out, mounting it like this, and it's turned out a lot better. You still get vibration, and you're still getting a lot of movement, and I believe really it's in this mount. And I don't know, I mean, we mounted it the way it's supposed to be, you know, and it's made for a 9-inch unit. It's just for some reason it doesn't, it just vibrates a lot. I don't know, I really don't know. But anyway, I just built this a couple days ago, this little console thing. It's been really nice to set my phone on, and I run out of carpet, but eventually I'm going to carpet this. I just spray painted it for the time being. And anyway, right back here you've got, of course, the seat, and I put a cup holder back here, but we added this deck as well, and it just turned out really nice. Of course, this little hatch right here is to fill my gas tank, which is down in there. So it's got a 25 horse Mercury on it that pushes this boat. On the thing, it's like 23 mile an hour with 2 people in it, so it doesn't do too bad. You can see right down there the big long transducer for the Lowrance. But anyway, over here, and again, sorry for the wind if this is going to be bad, but this motor does have tilt and trim on it, so which makes it really nice. And yeah, so in this hatch we got the battery, got an onboard charger, 2-bank charger, dry box for my phone stuff, rag. So you know, just really nice little setup back here, and you can stand all over this thing. But anyway, that's kind of the tour of the boat. And what I've done, it's sitting on a Bear trailer, and all this stuff on this trailer, it's not just U-bolted on. This is a really heavy duty trailer that is fully welded. I would definitely recommend this to anybody that's looking for a John boat trailer. It does have U-bolts up there for the actual winch mount, because that just allows you to adjust for your different size boats. But I mean, that's the only thing that's adjustable on this thing, man. It's just a heavy built trailer. So anyway, that's the rundown of the rig that I use. Nothing special, but it definitely gets the job done. You can see there it's a low L1648 MT, and really nice little boat, really stable, works out good for me. I don't see me really upgrading anytime soon. Just now got this to the point where I like it and use it, and me and another guy can go out on this and fish all day long and do just fine. So but anyway, there's the tour of it. If y'all got any questions, leave comments below. Be sure to like the video, and we'll see you next time.